Hello, Beastians, is your one only gaming beast, and today we'll continue our long-running campaign, The Lost Valley of War. And basically, our heroes have been resting after the ambush, the attempted ambush of the Drow. And and suddenly this armored woman called what is it? Lumen. Yep, Lumen, with a glowing face from a mythical ancient race who used to be once elves but now are something else. She has tried to help you. She's definitely somebody who fights for good, and she's scared off most of the other Drow. So you've been healing up, but she's wounded on, and you're still at the area in the front of the thing because you couldn't go further at the moment. So, yeah, you're still at the area where these broken bridges are. So, yeah, go ahead. What do you wish to do?
Oh, go on, Juve.
I'm still plotting my next move is what I'm doing. So I'm contemplating silently as I'm in a meditative state with the armor and the sword having discussions.
I'm thinking that we should head back to the surface world if at all possible before more Drow interrupt us with their assault.
And Aaron is going
One
around.
more thing, Bill. One thing. Sorry, just quick. Bill, you're dwarven druid. I will take some time, you know that, for your animal, for their info to reach the people. So the shamans or whatever you said, the Amazons, but they will, hopefully arrive. So just I haven't forgotten that. So.
Avelius is a bit shaken up by the whole encounter, so he's going to find a handy rock to sit on, dust it off with prestidigitation, sit himself down, takes his pack off, starts rifling through it, hoping to find a flask of some strong liquor that he's forgotten he's got stuffed in there. Hoping against hope. He knows there's nothing in there, but he rifles through the pack anyway, and he does find, if the DM allows it, an old book that he'd forgotten he packed from his school days, actually an old textbook on theories of war, and he sort of dives into that to distract himself from what's going on and maybe find something that will help him deal with
we talked about this,
the horror.
Yeah.
So that's what he's doing.
Yep. To take you off the mind of the succubus, and other things that you have witnessed.
Exactly.
I will allow that since we talked about this, and I think that's okay. It's just a book, so
And Aaron is
okay
going
with
around.
Guys, so.
Yeah, it's all right with me. Aaron's going around to each of the party members except Ruby. And quietly letting them know that he thinks we need to keep an extra eye on Ruby because there's something strange going on there with the way his sword changed red, and he seemed to take on to loving the taste of blood.
Yep.
The bailiff looks up, a little distracted. Aaron, what? Oh, yes. Yeah. One demon encounter was enough for me. I don't really fancy to put up with two.
But you liked the one that you were with.
I liked her when she was a person, not when she was trying to suck the soul out of my face.
Well, I can understand that.
Details.
It wasn't the sort of encounter I was hoping for, quite frankly, and I don't want to talk about it. Goes back to his book.
All right, so vote. Who votes to go back towards the surface and resupply? We're going to run out of food soon.
Aaron, third.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't say this, but you have to remove at least one other food, so item of some
Plus,
sort.
all this treasure that we've accumulated, we've got to find a place to put this. We can't keep lugging it with us.
I look around for the treasure he's talking about.
But that and Aaron in the back of his mind's really pro for going up to the surface because he's thinking maybe the sunlight might help Ruby clear his mind.
Is any of this being said to
Yeah.
me at this point?
Not anything that Aaron said. He's taken a somewhat of a close, wide berth of you.
Gotcha.
This is a party. But yeah, Avelius didn't say that out loud.
Yeah, my conversation was to Erin in conversational tones, as I wasn't shouting it across the cavern or anything. Although I'm not making any hiding the fact that I am keeping my distance from Ruby.
And I follow suit. I basically am staying away from the rest of the group as I try to figure out how I'm going to manipulate this to my advantage.
Yep. You can see like the clown guy, the harlequin, the jester, and he's basically discussing with you some ideas of you could come up with some really wicked stuff, basically. Okay, so you guys, do you start on your journey?
Yes, the sooner we get topside, the better. I've had quite enough of
So,
the Underdark.
so out of character, yeah.
Aaron was going to go ahead and say, Ruby, why don't you take point since you have the biggest sword?
Yes, I have no problem taking point, he says gleefully, as he put his hand on his sword.
Harlequin taking point, yes, and soon they will be on the point, if you know what I mean.
And I chuckle maniacally
right,
as I hear that.
and he's pointing at the masked guy who's represents the swords, and he just kind of looks at him. He gives basically, at best, I could say, like kind of a Michael Myers vibe, So it's this very inhuman kind of feel. So.
So yeah, I'm like when I hear as soon as he says take point, I just chuckle slightly, like of course I'll take point. It'd be my pleasure.
Okay, so how are the others gonna be moving?
I'll go right behind Ruby.
Okay.
I'll follow up I'll wait for everyone else to go past and then follow up on the back, probably sticking close to Sora, who is presumably coming with us. Staff in one hand,
Yeah, she's
wand
coming.
out and held in the other.
I'm just gonna play her just as basic. I don't know her stats at the moment. I have her sheet somewhere, but I'm just gonna do like just
cool.
basically, just that she's coming. She's not gonna be able to die or anything at this thing. I'll just say if it's a situation, she'll just
cardboard
like
cutout
go
following
back up. Yeah. So
Yeah,
cardboard cutout. There we go.
As I'm walking along, I've got my staff in one hand. Poe is either sort of flying along around us and sort of perching, or coming back and sitting on my shoulder and just sort of staying within the area. But I've got that wand out and in my hand and ready, and I'm keeping an eye on most of them ready to use it.
Yes, okay. So it takes quite. What were you saying? What does Aaron do, Charles?
Aaron's going to get behind the droid, kind of in the middle of the party, sort of, so he can cover up to the front if he needs to, or to the back with his bow.
Right.
Yeah. Ogum,
Okay.
I'm going to whisper back to Avelius and say, yeah, keep that wand ready because the drow like to clip the guy in the back.
I did not know that. Stay close, Sora.
Charles is probably
She
nodding.
says, yeah, fine. Hostile close.
Yeah, I don't drift too far back from whoever's in front of me.
Why don't you think that Aaron likes being in the middle of the party? He has all sides covered.
Okay, so I'm going to fast forward just a little bit, if that's okay. You're going to be basically going up the, where you came from, the swirling kind of cavern. And it will take you some time. But come up again at this area where you've entered, and just, it's south from the area, the cavern, where you have fought the Quaggoth and the piercers and everything, all those. So you're gonna arrive out. Something has changed though. You see a lot of like spider webs around you. So is that you saw your character laughs, Juve?
Yeah,
Please.
yeah, literally. He
Enjoy
sees it
that.
like,
You
we're
hear
gonna have some fun. We're
You
gonna
hear-
have some fun.
you hear Aaron say, "Ooh, ooh, this ain't good."
Okay, what's
And
what's your guys' passive perception again? I always forget it. I think the highest
12
Charles
for
should have
Vegas.
the highest. I think 12. Okay.
Just as an
Nah,
aside,
dude, I got 16.
just quick aside for the
16.
DM,
Okay.
I've got light on the staff, and I've dropped mage armor on myself.
Okay. I'll allow that. You can have that.
And Aaron has
You're pretty nervous already, and yeah.
Aaron's is 15.
Okay. So this is what Juve. What's your passive perception?
I'm pulling it up right now, but I think it's pretty low.
Be 10 plus your whiz mod plus proficiency if you are proficient in perception.
Yes, I do not have that out, please. In my ruby red folder. Ah, here it is. Finally, it's bloody opening. Perception is. I have a +1 to perception, and I have. Yeah, I got a plus. I got +1 in charisma, and you said proficiency bonus.
Yeah, it's passive perception is going to be 8
if you have
plus,
wisdom.
Yeah, sorry, 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
I don't have wisdom modifier.
You don't have a wisdom
Okay.
modifier?
Then it's just 8. Well, it's probably average then, so he doesn't have a bonus.
It's a flat 10 then.
Yeah, like yeah. Okay, so this is the situation here. You can see. We'll say Aaron, the sharp-eyed elf, and our sharp-eyed dwarven druid. As you go back, you walk back to the cavern where you fought the things, and on the top of the cavern, in a really dark corner, like normal eyes wouldn't see that, but of course your eyes do see it. You see some of the more spider webs, and there's some of the natural stalactites. You've killed all the living ones, don't worry. But behind the bigger ones, you can see something. You quite can't make out what it is, but it looks. You're not sure if it's a giant spider or if it's a drow. But you are sure of the point that it's holding. It looks like an arrow point and a bow, and it's just about to release it at one of you guys. So you and our dwarf will get a surprise round. I think actually the dwarf would you would see it first, so you would come first. Yep, because you got a 16, Aaron, you got a 15. So.
All right, I'm gonna throw a fireball at it. Unfortunately, it's not like the spell fireball. It's just a produce flame spell, but it is technically a ball.
Okay.
And it is made of fire, so kind of like lighting a kerosene soaked tennis ball with fire. Anyway.
Yeah. It's like the Tolkien fireball, where he takes the acorns and then lights them on fire.
There you go. Hey, it's not coming up. Oh well. I rolled an 18, so that's like what, 24 4? Let me see.
For an attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Tell me
4.
what the
Damage.
tell me what the damage is.
It's yeah. Alex, it's just or Andrew, sorry, it's just the 8-sider, right? No benefits.
Yeah, the only cantrip that can get a modifier on it is a Warlock's thing
So-
if he takes the right feat, so it's just a straight die roll.
Is the what?
There's a Warlock thing that lets them add charisma
Gotcha.
to their cantrip.
Okay, so
Everybody
just the
else.
dice roll. Okay, so 3 points.
Okay. As the fire, the produced flame hits it, even you guys who haven't seen it now notice it, and yeah, basically this is what you see, and I think you know already what it's going to be, but I'm going to show it anyway. So it's a Drider. It's this monstrous thing. So Aaron, you definitely know what that thing is, and it just terrorizes you. It's like this is something that in elves will tell their children if they're very, very naughty to do. If the Drider will get you if they're naughty. This is the kind of thing that they will tell them, and yeah, it's quite terrifying looking. It's basically got the upper body of a female elf, drow elf, quite beautiful actually. However, she looks manic and glowing eyes, and the lower body of a gigantic spider. And she's up on the roof at the moment, so slightly singed, but still very battle ready.
And Aaron would seeing it at that time would yell to the rest of the party, up above around that stalactite, and take cover. And he'd move to take cover and pull his bow off and ready it.
Okay. Then I'll say it was one surprise round because now the Drider knows that it's been spotted, so it's going to change its attack. So we'll do initiative.
Oh, shit.
Okay. That's right. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we have Charles. Wow, that's your initiative?
Yeah.
That's very low. Last time you had like high.
I rolled a 1.
Oh wow. Yeah, last time you guys were really lucky with initiative. Juve has a nice one. What's your bonus, Juve? Is that with the bonuses? Okay. Bill, 13, not bad. That's okay. And
I don't know.
Avelius, in it, 14. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I get an initiative bonus. I don't see on my character sheet where I would get one.
Dex
bonus. It's your dex bonus. Yeah, it's
Dex.
literally your speed.
Yeah, I don't have a dex mod. My thing is 10.
Okay. Okay. And 14 for Andy Avelius Goranen. So, okay, then we'll start with Juve. Actually, no. Yeah, Juve, you got the highest.
So I'm like, I pull out my sword, and I call its name, and it lights up, and I just chuckle like, we're gonna have so much fun. I've always was curious to see what one of these look like when it bleeds. And I
You
say
can see
that
the
hopefully,
guy. Yes.
but I'm more not really interested in you.
And the masked man kind of looks at at you, and he just kind of slightly nods, and he has the sword in
And
his
I say
hand,
that,
and it's like
and I
bloody.
was like, I'm not really interested in you, but I'm interested in the other one. And I say the drow from the last time, the one that I want to kill. I'm like,
Yeah.
so I'll make a little wager. If I beat you in a duel, you tell me where the other drow is. If you win, you get to kill me. I think that's a fair little wager.
she just looks at you. I'm a servant of Loth, and you will die. She almost drools
Oh,
almost
Loth. Oh,
in
Lofty.
a manic depression.
I'll get to meet her soon and kill her like I'm going to
Sacrilege!
kill you.
How dare you say that? Now I will tear your eyes out and feed upon them.
Oh, please do.
Sacrilege, heretic,
Oh,
unbeliever.
I'm many things. That's just one of many of my names.
Okay, you said enough. Now, what are you going to actually do physically?
I'm going to attack the bloody drow.
Well, she's way up there, so you'll need to really even on the climb check or something, or try a ranged attack.
Then I will try to taunt her to come down. So whatever thing is necessary. That was the point of the talking.
That was your taunt. I will say.
Okay.
I will
Then I'm
say
done.
roll a charisma roll. Just roll and add your charisma bonus.
12.
12. Okay. What's your bonus?
That was +1. I rolled 11. I got a 12.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. It's not enough. She's not. She's still standing up there at her advantageous position. So okay.
Then I'll hold action.
So since you cannot attack, you hold action. Okay. So the next person is Andy. Well, actually, no. The rider. She will aim at you, Juve, with her longbow. And she shoots for a total of 25. I'm pretty sure that hits.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
So it's a total of a 9 piercing damage and a 3 poison damage, so total of 12 damage. You can feel the poison rushing you. It hits you right between small gap in your armor, sinks in, and yeah.
Okay.
So next, that was her turn, shooting the arrow. Next turn will be our wizard, Avelius.
Okay, cool. She's up high. Is she on a ledge or on the wall or hanging off the ceiling or what?
She's almost like she's on the side of the ceiling, almost like in the corner, in the upper corner. So she's about I'd say 30 feet up.
So she's not sat on stood on something. She's clinging onto the side of the wall.
Yeah. She can easily also go upwards down with her spider legs.
Fabulous. I
okay.
Draw a bead on her, just sort of fixing her in my mind where she's at, pointing the wand at her, and I slam the staff down and I cast Shatter and I aim at the rock under her feet. And Shatter should she has to make a Constitution save, DC 14. And I just want to point out that non-magical object. Hang on, is it? It does say a creature made of inorganic material such as stone has disadvantage on the save, and I was wondering what effect that's going to have on the stone that she's clinging to. I kind of basically want to blow her off the wall to drop her down in front of Juve.
Oh, okay. Wait. Let me see here because I have to check something else out. Just very quickly. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so you want to. What does the spell again do? What is the spell's name?
It's called Shatter. 60-foot range, loud ringing noise. Every creature in a 10-foot radius, so it's a big area of effect. It does do more damage to creatures made of stone, and I'm figuring it's going to have some kind of cratering effect, possibly dislodge her from the wall. Hoping it's going to have some kind of...
I mean it's stone. Okay. Then I will do a. What does she have to roll? You're rolling it at the stone, right?
Well, I target the stone underneath her, but it affects things in a 10-foot radius, so it's a big area of effect spell.
Okay. I will do a Constitution roll, and then I will roll a Dex check to see if she can climb to another undamaged area. Okay.
Spell DC is 14.
So, first 14. Okay. So that's a 4 plus 8. Yeah, so she doesn't do the con roll. Now I'm just gonna say 14 for the dex check too. And she does manage to stay up there. So she
Yeah.
has a total of uh, 19 for that. But she does get the damage. So how much damage does she get?
It's a piddly 6 points to thunder damage, rolled badly.
So let's see. You can see her like twitching a bit, but she's still in the fight. So 4, right?
Yeah. That's 6 points of thunder damage.
Okay, 6. Yeah, sorry, 6.
And for the rest of my action, rest of my turn, I'm gonna move and like Erin, find some cover, a stalagmite between her and me, so I've got some cover between her and her bow, and that's my turn.
Okay, that is your turn. Okay, so now we go to Bill, our druid.
Okay. I'm going to pull out a bit of bitumen and a spider, crush them together. The spider will break for the bitumen. And I'm going to touch ruby red with it. And I'm going to say climb. And he's going to now have the ability, if he's willing, to have spider climb.
Yes! Oh, yes!
And then I'm going to take cover. All of us can reach her now. That's my turn.
Nice. I like it. Very good. Very good. I like it. I like it.
After our discussion, I was so happy to find an actual use for this spell.
And
Yep,
I think
there
the
you
only
go.
thing,
Very good. Very good.
the only thing I'm going to ask is, like, before you leave, do you have anything? Because I'm feeling a little bit woozy. I need a pick-me-up. And I
I'll
look
see
at
what I
either,
can do in my next round.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
well.
Okay. So that was Bill, and now it's Charles' turn.
Yes, Aaron's going to go ahead and take his shot using his sharpshooter ability. He's going to take the -5 on his hit roll, so he has 10 extra points
Right.
of damage. And let's see here.
And I think
17
does a Drider count as a? I think a Drider counts as a drow for your bonuses, right? I'm pretty sure.
It will say in the DMG.
They're at least half drow. Yeah. I would say. I'll say that they were drow. They pretty much are at least half, kind of, more or less.
17 hitter.
Not quite. Sorry, it bounces off her armor, her lower carapace. It just bounces off. You cannot quite hit that weak spot.
All right, no problem. He's going to go ahead and pull another arrow to get ready and stay on his cover.
Okay. But yeah, you get the bonus for Biddick. I'll count it as a drow for your bonus because I will say they were at least once drow and servants of Loth, so
Okay.
I'll count that. And we're back to Juve. Juve, you feel kind of still woozy from the pain, but as you grab to the wound, it starts to close and you regain 10 hit points.
Oh, God. Okay. Then my next action is I'm going to start climbing, walking up the wall, and as I say so, looks like Loth is favoring me today. As I say that too.
Sacrilege!
And I proceed to walk the wall and get close to the Drider.
Yeah, you can get closer. Yeah, you're fast enough that you can walk her up. Like you look like just climbing up there and stuff. And
okay, so yep, that is what I do, and I get to it, and I will then do my attack.
Roll your attack then with your bonuses.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. So I rolled a natural 3 plus all my stuff, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total.
Total of 10 will definitely not hit. She easily deflects it. Like it just effects of her armor. She's wearing kind of a kind of plate mail looking kind of armor, and she just laughs at you and like, ha 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 ha, I will eat you. And she
Oh, you
proceeds
say.
to pull out her sword, her long sword, wicked-looking one, and she will try to attack you. And she swings her sword very badly, and that's a 10. So you easily deflect it with your sword. And now we're going to, she just scowls at you like, eh.
And I wave my
And
finger
now it's
back
time
at her
for
like, no, no, no.
Andy, it's your turn.
Seeing that Ruby's in close quarters, I sort of lean around one side of the stalagmite I'm hiding behind, take a bead with the wand, and I use it as the focus for the magic missile.
Cool. So that will be an auto hit then, I believe?
Yep. Total of, for God's sake, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
Rolling bad.
So 9 points.
And
you can hit her on the side. Yeah, you can hit her on the side. There's like some force, and some of her, a little bit of blood comes out, but she's still in the fight. She's like just manic and wants to kill. So.
And she stays far, far away.
Yep. The next person is gonna be Bill, of course.
Drow already run? Did the drow already go?
Yeah, it went, yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna turn into an ape. Get some climbing speed. 30. Charge right at her. Can I reach her with 30 movement? Climb?
Easy, yeah. You're an ape now, so it shouldn't be a problem. You reached her.
Okay, well, I've got multi-attack, 2 fist attacks. So let's roll. A 14 and a 17.
Okay.
Did they both hit?
Sadly, the 14 misses. She just dodges it. The 17 gets close, but not quite. One of her spider legs comes and interrupts your punch. Yep.
Okay. Oh, that was my move.
Yep.
My attack.
Okay, so nice job. And we had Bill. Now it's last but certainly not least, Aaron.
Aaron will try to repeat his last action of with the sharpshooter, but this time hopefully be successful.
Okay.
And let's see here. That will be a 19. Does that hit?
19. That hits. It just hits it.
Okay. And she's damaged, so I'll take Colossal Slayer and my regular damage. There. 8, 11, 16, 26 points of damage.
Oh, wow, nice. So, 26. Let's see here. Yeah. So, yeah, describe, please, the attack.
Aaron watching her battling with Ruby and then battling with this big ape that climbed up there, and she's dodging like that. She opens up when she parries the ape's blow that comes close. She opens up her chest for a weak spot between her plate mail, and Aaron sees the opportunity of the opening and puts it up underneath the bottom of the breastplate, and the arrow sinks on in and is dangling there, and you see blood starting to drip down the shaft of the arrow.
Nice. You just hit an area between the breastplate and the spider carapace as it transitions, and you just hit a small area, and you definitely see this was a mighty blow, and she just looks at you. I'm gonna get to you, elf. Don't you worry about that. She says in Elven. So
And as a free action, I'll reply
apparently she could
back.
speak common.
In a free action, I'll reply back to her in Elvish and say, the head of your house is nothing more than a gnome.
I don't have a house anymore. I only serve lulz. The Spider Queen. You know, she might have been from a house, but she's like, you know, she failed the test. So anyway, that was your turn. Good job. And now it's back to Juve.
So I have rolled a go on attack again, and that's going to be with all the bones.
How much hit points? How much hit points do you have?
I have a grand total of 35 out of 37.
How much is your Okay, then you get another. You get the 2 hit points back, and you will also need to roll a wisdom check, please.
Mm-hmm.
She did injure you. I should have done this earlier, but
Oh, that's fine. So I am back to full and clear. Failed 3.
okay. Yeah, you want to also not destroy. Now that doesn't diminish the other guy that you need to destroy, but her you also want to destroy.
Okay. So before that I rolled a 13 plus my bones has got it up to 20.
That will hit. Roll damage. Oh, you don't have to roll damage, right? So it's like full damage with the blade with the sharpness. So it's like it's like 8, and then how much? I think 13, right?
Yeah, it's 1d8 plus 4.
Okay, 1d8 plus 4. So yeah, then it's 12, and then you have it's 13 because you got the plus 1 from the sword. So 13, yeah. You didn't roll a natural 20, right?
That is correct. It was not a natural 20.
Okay. Okay, so 13. Yeah, please describe a heavy blow to her, please.
And as I swing down, I'm laughing maniacally, like, haha, looks like your queen has abandoned you, and I slice her across the front of her face.
Nice. You actually you slice her in front of the face, but as you slice up, you actually chop off part of one of her legs off. You know, it's that big of a blow too.
I'm like,
she just
look
looks
at
at
you.
you. I will get you. I will get you.
And look at you. You're falling to pieces.
And as you look at her, even though you have been healed up, you feel this thirst again, and quite strongly now since you were injured. So.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at her blood gushing out, it looks very tasty. So, and next turn, that was your turn. And it's the Drider's turn. Yeah. Okay, she will cast Fairy Fire. So I need you basically 10-foot radius, 20-foot cube. So the only people affected are is Juve and
Ogum.
And Ogrim, yeah. So roll a dex check, and you need to get a 14 or higher.
13.
Okay, you didn't make it. She has advantage against you now. You're glowing in this mystical kind of fairy fire.
I rolled a 17, so I got a 19.
You're fine. You're fine. You dodge it. Okay, so she casts a spell. That's her action, and she just basically just looks at you and like starts like almost praying, and suddenly this light appears and you're glowing now in this fairy fire. And yep. So next turn that was the Drider, and we're back to Evelius Karenin.
I will peer around from the side of this stalagmite I'm hiding behind. Focus on the mess of people up there and thinking, oh, it's getting a bit busy. I might hit one of my friends. Trace a few arcane sigils in the air with one hand, which glow faintly before disappearing, and I cast True Strike, which will give me advantage on my next attack roll, and I stay put. That's my turn.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Nice, nice. And it was Andy, and now we go to Ogrim, our dwarven druid.
Just wrote you a message. I didn't know that was going to be so fast. Since Juve and I are actually in close combat with her, is she covered in the fairy fire also?
No, she rolled a critical. She did a critical hit, so she avoided her own spell. Yeah, you're right. I do appreciate it. I just rolled for her. She got a natural 20 with her bonuses easily, no problem. She avoided it.
Bitch. So. Okay. So I'm going to go for my.
But you're right. You're right. 20-foot cube means everybody. So.
Okay. I'm going to go for my 2 fist attacks against her.
Go ahead.
I missed with my second attack. My first attack was a natural 1.
Okay, so a 1 and okay, yeah, you miss. You just miss. Oh. And the 1 looks really bad. You almost fall off the roof, but you can still hold yourself with your legs, with your, the hand feet that Ape has. Just barely though. Yeah. So that was your turn, and then we go to Aaron.
Aaron's going to attempt the same tactic as last time. Take the -5, and that will be a 22 to hit, and he'll take the Colossal Slayer, and that's 10, 13, 23 points of damage.
Okay, so what was your attack again? Sorry, just.
What the sharpshooter, it was a 22 to hit.
Yeah, okay, then you hit. Yeah, you hit then. Yeah. So.
And 23.
Okay, so how much damage again?
23 points.
23. Wow. Again, a massive blow. Please describe it.
Where Ruby cut the one leg off and it was dangling, and she started kind of flailing with pain. Aaron saw an opportunity to get into that joint structure up underneath the armpit, and sunk the arrow in deep right there, with blood starting to spurt from that.
And she just roars like ah! In pain. Okay. So that nice job. So that was Charles, and now we're again back on top with Juve.
So I rolled a 15 with my bonuses. That will be a 22, and that will be I presume that will hit, and then
yep,
full max damage as before.
All right. Okay. That's again 13.
Mm-hmm.
And just tell me how much was your attack again?
13.
Yeah, but your attack roll.
Attack roll was 22.
Okay, and it's no natural 20. Okay, yeah.
That's no natural 20.
So please describe your massive hit again. Man, you're just fucking slicing her up.
And at another thing, I cut the other cheek across the face.
Okay.
And laughed like
the other cheek. Nice.
Yeah, and I'm like, your queen has abandoned you, and you're going to die in the dark. And then I'm going to feed
upon you. You're going to die with me if I die. If I die out, you will die with me. But she actually swings now at the ape. And, well, actually, no. Sorry. Now I rolled 2. I have to swing on Juve. and she swings with advantage with her sword, and she has a. It's not enough though with an 18, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so she swings, almost hits you, but it just ricochets off your armor. So, and then that was the rider, and now we go to Bill.
It's me, I think.
No, Avelius, right?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Avelius. It's tradition. I have to fuck up the initiative at least once, even though I have it written down. So, Andy, there we go. 15, 14, 15.
It's all looking pretty busy up there. Lots of two buddies, well, one buddy, one don't know what, roaming around, swinging at this thing. Look like they kind of got it handled. So I sort of start to draw in heat energy and think, no, I'm probably going to fry a buddy, disperse it, and then just let rip with the firebolt. Nice focused, aimed shot, using which
Yeah, you
little,
can hit them.
little sparkles of arcane light in my eyes, tracking where I got to shoot from the True Strike spell previously, give me advantage for a total of not enough, 19.
Oh, that does hit.
Oh, cool.
It does hit. Just barely, but it does hit. How much damage does the firebolt do?
7 points of fire damage.
Okay. Wow, you hit it pretty bad. So it's like, go ahead, just describe your spell.
I'd wait for a moment when the ape swings one way and Ruby moves the other side, so I've got a clear shot, and just let rip and aim at centre body mass, and this little streak of ruby light sizzles across the air, slamming into it and bursting into a little shower of flame and sparks against her armour or hide or legs or whatever, burning off a few spider hairs off her torso.
Yep. You can hear a grunt from her at this point. And we are now, it's Bill's turn.
Alright. This is the last time I'm going to try my fist attacks. If this doesn't work, I'm going back to human. Oh, I rolled a 16 and a 15, and I'm plus 5 to hit with each. So that's a 21 and a 20.
Both hit.
Nice. About time. Alright, so 1d6 plus 3, 1d6 plus 3. I rolled a 6 and a 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
Oh, wow. Wait a second here.
Yeah, I'm going to give a great
Please
big...
describe. Yeah.
She doesn't die, right?
No, but she gets close. She's very close. She looks very under the weather. She's very wounded. Please describe your massive punches. Yeah. Well, she's very injured.
I let out a big Tarzan, and just go boom, boom, like that. I just go Donkey Kong on her ass.
Yeah. You can hear the sickening, like, breaking of bones, and like also the like, it's almost like if you squish a big bug, the carapace breaking in, as you smash in your mighty ape-like fists, like the king of the jungle as you are at the moment. So.
If you're going does that mean you got to throw barrels at her?
Summon barrels plus. Yeah,
I'm scared of
barrels.
Italians with hammers.
Yeah. Italians with hammers, you are at disadvantage. So. Okay. Now that was Bill, and now we're Charles. She's very wounded. She's got like blood coming out and everything. So.
Aaron reaches his quiver to pull another arrow out, and he keeps grabbing and pulling. He doesn't feel nothing back there, and he says, "Oh, shit! Out of ammo." Puts his bow back on his shoulder, and goes ahead and draws both his short swords. Jumps up and says, "You couldn't even be a surface. Come and fight me like a real elf would."
Nice. Okay,
I will. That's all Aaron can at the moment.
Okay, so you cannot reach her with your jump. You're not Mario, and you're not Legolas either, so you cannot your way.
Yeah, I'm just jumping up from the stalactite, just in frustration.
Yeah, you're not a winged elf, so.
No.
Yep. So okay, so yeah, you're just frustrated that you ran out of arrows, And you've been shooting like left and right, so you have to take some of those arrows if you want to be back in action. Okay, then that was Charles, and now we go back to the top with Juve.
So for everyone to see this, because I took on the champion ability, I rolled a natural 19, which is a critical with double
Oh,
damage. With double
wait,
damage.
does that count? It does
Yeah,
count as a critical,
yeah,
as a
and
natural critical.
Yeah,
that
it's the champion shtick.
yeah, and with double damage, that is a grand total of 26 points of damage.
Actually, not just that. Well, no, it has to be a 20.
21.
So, like, if it says here with the spell of the sword, it has to say when you roll a 20. So it counts as a critical, but it has to be a 20 for that. So, but you finished her off anyway. So because it
So,
has to be a 20. So it has to be a
Can I
natural 20, even if you have extension. Yeah, where. Yeah, go
so
ahead.
so
basically, go ahead.
I was just going to pipe up with the improved critical feature for the champion thing is weapon attacks critical hits on a 19 or a 20, which I think you've already covered. So if it's a special thing
Yeah,
for the sword that happens on a 20, then that's cool.
So
it has to be a
basically,
20. I just checked it.
yeah.
Oh,
So
wait a second. I mean, okay, wait a second here. Let me check this again. This is important, Juve. One second. And
okay.
because this is sorry, this is important because this might change
If
then,
it's a
at
sort of a
least for the.
groovy thing that the sword does on a 20, then the groovy thing doesn't happen, but he still gets a crit on the damage because of his champion feature.
Yeah, he still gets to crit. I'm not taking that. It's a groovy thing, so it has to be a 20. Done. Okay, yeah, 26. Please describe how you finish her off in the most gory detail as you wish. This ridiculously sharp sword finishes the rider off.
And I basically rushes her and then ram the sword directly through her chest through the other side. And as she gasps her last word, I lean over into her ear and I whisper into it, "Your God has failed you, but mine has favored me." And right before, and then I kiss her while exhaling the last bit of her breath, and then I sink my teeth into her neck and feed.
Yeah, she tries to bite you,
It's
but she doesn't have the strength anymore. It's just blood coming out, and she's just like she tries to cuss at you, but she's just like, and
And
she
I,
dies. It,
yep.
as you drink the blood, you feel like very refreshed and yeah.
So at this point, when she falls to the ground, I would like to know, can I cut away her carcopus or her lower body and make it into a tower shield using her lower abdomen?
Do you have
Since
any
my
kind of
sword is,
skill in leather working? Anything like of that nature?
I do not,
Because
but
okay, like then you cannot do it. You need some kind of skill, armor making, leather working, something like that. Because carapace is like I know, for example, in Baldur's Gate, there's this guy where you can bring an Ankeg corpse, and he can make a full plate mail out of it. So making a shield, I don't know. What do you think, guys? Like maybe like an
Yeah, I'd say
improvised thing?
it would take a crafting proficiency or a skill
Yeah,
and a buttload of time.
well,
yeah.
can
It
I?
will take time that you don't have.
What are you
Well,
trying to do?
I was going
He,
to
he wants to make. Go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
I was going to basically take the lower part of her abdomen and make it into carve it into a tower, make it a tower shield or some type of shield.
Nah. But for the sake of conversation, let him at least decorate the shield he's got. Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
you
have to be
can do
beautiful.
that. You can take. No, you can take parts of the spider part and decorate it. I'll allow that. That's easy enough. Making a
Yeah, okay,
shield will
that'll work.
take like time. Yeah,
Then that's what I do. I
yeah.
pretty much remove the abdomen part and then cover it in my shield, and then yeah. and have her head attached to the front of it.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I love it. Yeah, as he's doing this really like this horrible things, you guys get 575 for XP, all four of you.
Sounds like the beginning of a bad
Let's
joke.
see.
Human,
And
elf, and elf, and then,
Juve,
oh
I
my
think
god, what's that?
Ruby and
Walking to a bar.
are going to have to give each other a high five. You ever high five a big hairy ape?
Yes, I will high five the hair, like, and that is how it's done.
Aaron's going to go and pick up his 3 arrows and see if he can recover them.
I'll say yes, yeah. You can pick up the 3 arrows.
All right.
As Juve is cutting up the corpse, you're like just going quick to there, just grabbing them fast without getting into the way.
Yes, because Ruby is scaring Aaron right about now with all this. Even though Aaron seems to have a hardened core, Ruby is taking a couple steps to the right and the left and lost all plumb center.
Nice, nice. I like it.
And does she have a venom sac by any chance?
No.
Then I'll just take her blood and dip it and fill my scabbard up with it, and then put the sword back into its scabbard, and smile as the blood drip out the side of it.
Okay, very nice.
Sorry, what was
The
the
sword
XP
glows for a
count again?
second in red. You get 575 XP, all of you.
Thank you.
I've divided it. So that was a level 6 encounter. A great job, by the way, working well together. Vicky's character also helped you. I'm just going to say it for story purposes, you know, that she was throwing axes and stuff. And by the way, Juve, you do notice something. Bill's Ogrim spell should have worn off by now, but for some reason you're still on the roof. You know, you're still standing there again.
It lasts for an hour.
Yeah, but
I purposely did-
okay, for an hour, okay. However, once you go and the hour goes up, you notice that you can still go, but it's not from him, so.
Okay.
Okay.
And I praise the god again. Thank you for your favor. I will deliver more bodies unto thee.
You can see an approval nod of the masked guy who represents the blade. So.
You know, if that worked, I'd like to try a guidance cantrip on him also and see if that lasts forever too.
You try it, it doesn't. It's something like Juve feels like he just didn't know it. He didn't try it, but spider climb, there's a good chance he could do it already. So, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So.
Okay.
Okay. So. But it's a good idea. I like that idea. Yeah. Okay. So, do you guys continue on through the way that you went?
Yeah, I think we need to go upstairs and find a Fletcher for Mr. Swiftbow.
Oh yeah, I need to. I got 3 arrows left, and because I've been shooting a lot of them on this adventure.
And those 3 you have seen better days.
Probably. That's one thing I do. I try to keep good count of my arrows, anyways, on my sheets.
Okay, so let me see here. What time is it at the moment? We could still do something, I guess, but I don't know. Like, is it okay, guys, if we make it a shorter game today? Just end it here, because I think we had a good game. And the next time we'll have a longer game because I have the other game I have to be on. It's not like for a while, but I have some other stuff that I wanted to get done. if it's okay with you guys, I think we had a good fight. It's a very short game today, but okay.
Yeah, I'm easy.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yep,
We
I'm
had a
good.
good game, and we'll play again next week. Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah. Okay. So if you have, yeah, I'll stop the recording now. Any final thoughts, moments?
Yeah. I need to bring more arrows.
Yeah. You need to find one of those quivers with like everlasting arrows or something. You know, those would be very useful.
I used to be a 60 gunner in the Army, and I know that everybody had to carry some 60 ammo on them. So why not just have all of us carry one quiver of arrows on us? It's not going to take any
It's
extra
actually
weight.
not a bad idea.
You need a belt-fed longbow. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. But
That
the
could
only
work.
problem there is right now with the way Ruby is, I don't know if Aaron wants to go up close to him during combat.
He could toss it to you, at you, whatever.
Through you.
Yeah.
Depends on what mood I'm in that day.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. There is the draw weapons. So I could just say, yeah,
Oh.
from the, not the draw, the Drider. She had a
Yeah.
longbow and a
Okay.
quiver. I mean, unless your guy is like somehow opposed to using draw arrows.
Right now,
I'll just say,
right now he'll take
Yeah.
any longbow arrow that he can get.
okay, I'll just say that. Let's just
I'm going to cast
because
Detect
that's what
Magic.
she had. What?
I'm going to cast Detect Magic on the arrows and on the bow, on her, on everything, just in case.
Okay. They are just normal weapons. Don't worry. They have no magical properties whatsoever.
I tried, Charles.
Oh, that's all right. So how many arrows? Does she have just one quiver?
She had one quiver. Let's say about 17 arrows, so you could stock
Okay,
up
so-
for 20.
Yeah, so I'll have a full quiver then. Good.
Yeah.
As soon as you start using them, you start turning into a
there-
spider.
Yeah. There was also a long sword and a longbow and like a weird like armor of some sort. If anybody wants to take that, so
I'll pick up the longsword. I don't know how to use it, but something metal and pokey might be more beneficial than my wooden staff
Yeah.
at some point.
it's a very wicked-looking long sword with like spider motifs and stuff. So
How close are we
But,
to
yeah.
the entrance? To the above ground.
well, right now, let me see here. I have the map here. So right now you are actually not that far away. You are at the as you came out. There was the cavern. You remember when you fought the Roper
Yeah.
and the
All the mushroom
Piercers and the
things.
Quaggoth in that cavern. So in the north there's the Mycodons. Yeah.
So if there's not much traveling involved, I will probably take the armor to resell off to the traders if no one wants it.
Okay, you can probably sell it like because it's an armor. It's like a scale mail armor kind of thing, or like something like that. So you could sell it. Yeah, so it's definitely some kind of heavier armor. So it will. We'll figure out the weight. It's a bit heavy, but you're pretty strong already, so shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah.
Aaron will take the Drider longbow though.
Yeah, okay, you can have it. It's a normal longbow. Has all kinds of Drider spider markings, but it's a normal, very good quality longbow. A little bit worse for the wear, but not too much.
Yeah,
And,
but it's a good it's a good trophy.
Yeah, it's a good trophy. Yeah, you can like, I don't know, like pee on it and whatever, and light it up, and I don't know. Whatever elves do with drow things.
And I just admire my new decoration on my shield as I make her jaw flop up and down. See? She's laughing.
Every time you defend yourself, she's getting punched in the face again.
For all eternity.
Or until it goes.
Oh my god, I love it. Okay, we'll end it here. It's going to be a short session. Next week I'll do a longer session. and because then I'm gonna think about some of the other things. But any final words?
Mm-mm.
No, just thanks for the game.
You're
Indeed.
welcome. You're welcome. Thank you guys for being here at last minute. I'm gonna make the event right now today, so we won't have this thing again for the 16th session. 16 sessions, not bad, man. 16 sessions.
Good going.
Yeah.
Long German. And Vicky will be here for the next game, so this is actually cool because then she can be part of the game again, and then I would like to have a longer session too. So
Cool.
Yeah,
okay.
that'll work.
Thanks for being at the game, guys, and we'll talk later. Stopping the broadcast
All right.
now.